Hello everybody, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time, we did some exploring of the Emerald Grove. And we have a few things we need to do. We apparently need to free the goblin somehow. We need to hunt down Karlach. And we need to find the Master of the Druids. I think our first task is going to be freeing the goblin. How we do that, I'm not entirely sure.
Swing, lunge.
I think that's everything.
One more time.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids. And the babies. And the dogs. Or a baker.
No helping it.
Or a
We're
butcher.
exposed now.
Butcher. Really?
Okay,
Blood excites me.
this is the case before we go in this door, we are going to save. Because, like I said, I want to free the goblin and then go do Karlach and then go do the druid. But I'm afraid if I talk to this guy, it might force me into the whole getting them to leave thing. And I don't want to do that. So if it tries to force me into that, we're reloading. Who are you?
You're the one who helped at the gate. Glad to have another sword. We might need it.
I heard what happened. Thank you for protecting the child. If the druids are this far gone, then it's not just goblins we have to fear. So we can risk violence here, or face it for certain on the road. Quite the choice, isn't it?
Looks like it's forcing us.
You saw what they were willing to do to a child just for trying. It's Korga's influence. Without her twisting things, I believe
Okay,
the druids
this-
might see sense.
This might get me too.
A low thought. But I'd be lying if I said I hadn't considered it. But the druids would slaughter us. We'd have to get close to Korga, within striking distance. I can't manage that. But they've already let you pass once.
Yeah, we're reloading. And we're not even going to bother talking to him. Because we know how to deal with the druids. We go get the real druid back. He'll slap the snake slap some sense into the snake, and then we'll be fine. Either that or she'll kill him, in which case we'll have to kill the rest of them.
Have to keep going.
Close.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of you!
Get out of the doorway. Now I'm gonna go close the door again.
You gonna open this cage or what? Well, hurry up. I got all the time in the world. You don't. Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
He hasn't rested,
I'm
so he
gonna
doesn't
bite the heads
so
off
he
your
doesn't have
kids,
new spells.
and your birdies, and your dogs. Let me out, you bunch of softies.
Well, I'm surprised there isn't a...
You're gonna be sorry, every last one of ya.
No. Where's Gale? We need to bench Gale for a minute.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here in the meantime, idling away the hours.
You again. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Oh, you thieves are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
A crooked touch.
I'm gonna bite the heads off your kids, and your birdies, and your dogs.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I met your friend. Ready to go? We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself. Happily, lead the way.
Time to press ahead.
Don't touch me. Hardly a challenge.
That you can't reach it? Oh, it's the lock on the other side. Must be.
Quick step.
I met your friend. Ready to go?
Let's get going.
And then we can fast
Oi!
travel up.
Don't leave your pal Sazza behind. I can't follow your fancy booyog.
Okay.
Heading out. Still alive. So that's progress. Defender of the people.
Keep a blade close.
A hero at heart. I've got a long road ahead.
Trying to think of. I'm pretty sure as soon as I open that door, somebody's going to try to kill us for letting the goblin get.
There's no time to waste.
A hero at heart.
Trust no one. Time for discretion.
Never a dull moment. This calls for careful footwork. Breathe deep and move.
Shoes. Where are my boots?
Alright. If this aggroes the camp, then we're just not going to save the goblin. Alright. We are just not saving the goblin. She can just stay where she is. I was thinking she might be necessary. But, no. Maybe once we get the druid back, we can just get him to release the goblin.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Or we go and we deal with the Absolute and the problem's done.
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now, a mere werebear could swat me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Take you.
Well,
Take you.
there we go. Much better roll that time.
All right, what now? Don't waste a step.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there.
People up ahead. Something's wrong.
With haste.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
Yeah. This wound looks deep. I might be able to help. Of course, we have a cleric with us who definitely could help, but...
He's hurt badly. An owlbear got him deep. If there's anything you can do...
I'm watching you.
The injured man locks eyes with you. A familiar squirming churns in your head.
We're gonna hold
your
this stair.
minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits, yours to shepherd.
Protect them. He's a true soul. Mind him. He will. He.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now. You're a true soul. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen. Like you. Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin. I don't know any druids. We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives. Survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. What? Are you testing us? The
Yes.
Absolute
Yes,
is
I
our
am.
goddess. She's going to rip down the old world order, start a new one. Then we'll be the ones with the power. Well, you will firstly, True Soul. You don't need me to explain that.
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice, and when the time comes, the true souls, you will rule.
That fellow had a tadpole in his head, and they consider him blessed? Chosen? What madness is this?
A crude summary. You have more of our faith to learn.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me.
Forget the owlbear. You're still alive. Still go.
What? And just leave Ed. I suppose he'd want us to go on. Find a way to honor his sacrifice.
May the Absolute guide us.
They spoke of the Absolute. Same as that goblin, Sazza. Curious.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value here, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you. Your muscles loosen. The tadpole breaks free of its deceased host. Your mind is your own again. For now.
Your mind is your own again. For now. That's a crazy look. Now we're taking all of his food. Our feet turned red because we were in difficult terrain. I assume that means we can climb this rock. Yep.
sharp as ever. Just a peek. Ever onward.
Okay, another quick save, because he's supposed to be able to talk to animals.
The dog lowers his hackles, his head tilted inquisitively. Convinced that you're harmless, he turns his attention back to the corpse. Around his neck is a collar etched with a name, Scratch. With a deep, heartbroken whine, the dog bows his head. The dog whimpers nervously, as if to urge you on.
Good dog. Yeah, you follow me now, dog.
The dog looks at his owner with sad eyes. He does not move. The dog sniffs your hand, his tail swung low in understanding. He knows how to find you.
What to do?
Looks like he was carrying the mail.
Very well.
That's curious.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
What did you mean, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said.
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Not necessarily. I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
A scrawny bugbear.
Should mind my step.
comes now.
Rather stand tall. Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it. One day I'll catch a break. Weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith's work.
Not too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out. You seemed quite forward with your compliments earlier. We'd only just met.
Seize the day, I say. More now than ever.
Careful you don't pull a muscle in your haste.
I don't think I want to know what's in there. In fact, can I move some barrels? If I can barricade this door shut a little better. Alright. I have to know what's in here. A quick save.
As you approach, a guttural scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
We're leaving.
So, Will, what was the Blade of Frontier's toughest kill?
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
Am I talking to the mouse or the cat?
The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
I like his voice. Oh, we should be real concerned about this guy. Nice decor.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
What makes you say
Call
that?
it a ninth sense.
Of course, he's a demon.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
What makes you think I
Come
need
now.
saving?
Why play hard to get when you're in deep over your tadpoled head? One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that.
You need to think it over.
All the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
I still like this guy.
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Strange. It looks healthy.
A dead boar. But it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
Ooh.
The boar seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. But you can't find any sign of a wound.
Shadowheart, would you like to take a look at the boar? Okay, you can't do anything.
Dead boar.
Oh, wait, still
But
can.
it doesn't look like it's been touched by scavengers.
Much better.
The carcass seems to be fresh, only a few hours dead. you notice 2 small puncture wounds in its neck.
We got a vampire.
Looking closer, you can see the skin around its face is desiccated. It's been completely drained of blood.
No time to rest. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Okay. I do have to know what is in here. We are going to quick save.
You hear another muffled cry. The 2 inside are still in the throes of passion.
Go away!
Okay. We have been asked to leave.
Never wanted the easy path.
Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
Yeah, what the hells are you
What's
doing?
it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Yeah, release the gnome at once.
You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Ask him the what? Oh.
The goblin's nostrils flare, as if trying to judge you through smell alone.
We're leaving.
What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to...
I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us.
Right then.
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
Now to figure out how to get the gnome down.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving.
Another episode? Why does this keep happening?
You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it.
As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Well, I'm trying to find a way to stop it, but there doesn't seem to be a way up here. Ah.
Cut me loose! Ugh. Maga Kamara. Those pustulant thugs! Well, get on with it.
You seem a little
You
confused.
saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes?
I'd rather know how you got caught.
My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
A little far from home for a deep
Ignorance
gnome.
is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But
What are
I
you
still have
doing
hope.
here?
I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Alright, what we got down here? Okay.
Goblins ahead. Looks like they're laying an ambush.
once have seen everything. What do we have here? Can't risk being in open view. Best be on my way.
Oh, are the other goblins on the roof? Yes.
Want a little look.
Yes, they are.
Making my move.
I'm ready.
Unleash me.
Okay. Well, that was effective.
Need to act fast.
Let me recite their demise.
Alright. Stand back and hope this guy actually has to climb up here. Yes, he does. Good.
Let's get this over with.
And go.
Need to find a way forward.
I heard a voice. Okay.
it this far. You saw them grab him.
You don't gotta remind me.
Okay, I think these are villagers.
I told them to run, the idiots. You better turn north here, or you'll end up like them.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Sucker punching strangers. That's your bit, right?
Feel sore about that. You had it
Wasn't
coming.
any of your business, though, was it? Didn't think this contract could go any worse. Then you showed up. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it.
You're giving up. I might take a shot at myself.
If you think you can do better. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. Yeah, and I'd do the same again. He weren't my responsibility. If you want to play the hero, go ask the goblins nicely, and maybe they'll give you whatever's left of him. Come on. We're wasting time.
Never wanted the easy path.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
We got lucky there.
Let's see what you're hiding.
Come on, gotta be something here.
Absolute don't want this junk.
How'd you know?
I just do.
Ah,
And the others getting drunk off their choppers in camp.
ain't fair. Garbage.
Gotta be something in this heap.
How much longer will this take?
where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Ah, go on. Ain't bothered mucking my blade with ya. But mind your manners.
Right. What to do?
Nothing here, boss. Look. Don't talk.
Time to press ahead. Best be on my way. Haven't seen that game in years.
Missing children. Maggie Terrans, Marcus Terrans, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Lump the Enlightened. I don't want to mess with them. They have a lot of health.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Dry stones line the wall, but the darkness below is impenetrable. The coin disappears into the well. After a moment, you hear a soft clink, not a splash.
Down in the well we go.
Lovely. The webs are everywhere.
Get my coin back. Oh, there's something bad
Something
down
didn't
here.
like that.
Okay, we are saving while we're still in a position to run the hell away.
What path lies before me?
Phase spider. That seems like an absolutely horrible idea.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Alright, let's take a look at those journals we just picked up. Most of the book's pages have been carefully burned away. Those that remain contain a single sentence written in varying states of agitation. In her form, I find ecstasy. The spell is not enough. Oh dear. Though originally a screed of Lolth penned in blood, this book's crimson script has been smeared away in several places, a different handwriting atop it. I recall my life upon the surface with more than regret. I weep for the decades spent treading the murky waters of profanity while my true queen waited in the shadows. Even my name, Eliette, feels foreign and foul upon my tongue. A high elf exalted by Lolth herself. My drow captors cannot. Okay, this is probably back to the original script. This book's leaves are stuck together with thick webbing that leaches ink when pulled from the page. Only the final entry remains remotely lit. It is time. I will forever transcend this blasphemous flesh and refashion myself in the Queen's image. No longer will I be bound to this lowly form, this base shape, organ and bone. Even the arachnomancers of Mezaber shall weep at my feet, their little spells so feeble and fleeting. Today I found the house of Lolth, and I shall be its patriarch. Okay, we're going back to the bloody journal now. A high elf exalted by Lolth herself, my drow captors cannot fathom it, but I see their house's downfall in visions granted by the Spider Queen herself. When the day comes, when some unnamed whelp from an insignificant house cuts the matron's mother's throat, I will escape. I will find solitude, and I will worship Lolth in my very soul. Journal filled with hastily sketched diagrams of spiders and various spell runes. Captions are largely written in code, save for a few passages near the end that are penned in shaky common. They can sense my devotion. It draws them. I hear them in the shadows, whispers from the dark mother. I woke to a gift wrapped in spider silk, a pair of boots taken from a heretic's corpse. Lolth sends her daughters to reward my faith, to let me know I am on the right path. Another gift, the corpse of a drow, sigils scarred upon his face, an arachnomancer, one with the power to inhabit a spider's form. It is a message, a calling. My blood already dries upon the dagger, her blessed image carved into the skin. A diagram is drawn upon parchment depicting a ritualistic kind. At the bottom, two figures, a spider and an elf, are sketched within overlapping circles. A single word is penned beneath them: transcendence. Oh dear, we've got a bit of a spider cult here. All right, guys, I think we are going to call it here. And next time, we're going to explore the spider cave. That sounds like an excellent idea, doesn't it? The greatest of all ideas. Absolutely. Yeah, explore the spider cave. But that will be a matter for next week. So until then, I want to thank y'all for joining me. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I'll see y'all next time. And have a good night. Or a good day. Or a good evening.